Well, look what we have here. What up, what up, what up, what up? Hello. How's everyone doing? You ready to bing and chill? Y'all are not ready. Did we ever finish? You know, we never finished Banjo-Kazooie. Should we go back and finish Banjo-Kazooie? Not only Banjo-Kazooie, Zelda Ocarina of Time. I'm learning. I used to call it Ocarina of Time for so long. I'm learning. How's everyone doing? You know me. Kind of chilling. I'm just gonna say though, had a pretty productive Saturday, but I'm gonna keep it a surprise. I'm not saying what I did. I'm just gonna tell you I did. And I did it. It's just... But I hope everybody had a good Saturday. A good weekend. Now we're back chilling with young Mosey, huh? Young Hosey. Give me 1 second. Actually, setting up my world flipper for the auto. Grant Kirkhope's just such a fucking good. He's just good. I don't know. You guys agree? Agreed? Okay. Guess I keep doing Hell Whitetail. Yes. Yeah, so today we're gonna continue Booyah Scrambler. I'm a little shy. I don't want to turn on my cam today, but I must. For you guys. People punch. Whew. Why is my fucking shirt go down so low? The fuck? Okay. Let's just get started. I don't know how much longer we have in the game, but I'm just pretty sure we're far in. Pretty sure. Give me 1 second. Oh, this weekend? Let's see what I did this weekend. I didn't do much. I went out to play cards. First time in a while. Pretty fun. I did a whoopsie and killed it. Let's go. What I mean by that was I'm a fucking beast. I don't lose. I don't ever lose, baby. I was watching Evil all weekend too. I love Evil, but the game lineup for this year kind of is a little sleeper. I don't know. You guys don't know what Evo is? Basically like a international fighting game competition for multiple fighting games. Which I am a fan of that genre, so that's why I was on it. I love fighting games. But I don't know, it just doesn't seem like they have like... Oh, whoops, we already understood. Doesn't seem like the fucking games are the ones I like. That game. I mean, I guess the most interesting games, from what I thought, they have like the usual Tekken, Dragon Ball. What's it? King of Fighters, Melty Blood. I don't care. Man, Melty Blood's alright, but it's too confusing for me. I don't know what's going on, Melty. Cool to watch, I guess. What is it? What else? What else? Street Fighter, Guilty Gear. I don't like the new ones. I mean, watching the new ones alright. It's mid. But watching Rev, or any of the old ones, hype as fuck. So, there's that, Sag. Sad champ. I'm gonna restart the game. There was Skullgirls, which surprisingly was really fun to watch. I had Skullgirls for over a decade too, so I tried to pick it back up. Too hard. I give up. No thank you. Too hard. But I do want to pick up another fighting game. But Skullgirls, really fun to watch. That shit was like, goddamn. Hello, what's up, Troy? How you doing? Talking about what I was doing this weekend. I was mentioning how kind of out, I guess. And if I wasn't out, I was just kind of watching Evo. All weekend, chilling, eating. So we are done with these two. Eating. What are you eating? How's your weekend? You do anything? I was out, played some cards, with steak. I mean, nothing much. I was mentioning how I've been watching this thing. I don't know if you know what it is because you recently came on Twitch, so maybe you don't. But Twitch, or they usually stream this thing called Evolution Evo for like a long ass time now, probably early 2000s, which is like a huge fighting game tournament for like multiple fighting games, right? It's international. Everybody comes from all over the world to like beat each other up, right? And I've been watching that since like 2010 or 2009. And it's usually exciting to watch. But this year felt like the first, I guess last year too, because it was like online. Usually in person is a lot more cool. Let's do Kanos. This year felt a lot less exciting for some reason. Maybe because the games weren't as exciting. Kanan? Kano muttered? What's Kanan? Ginger blood hung heavy in the basement bar. Stanley was silent, staring at the criminal's corpse. I think the only exciting ones... Dragon Ball FighterZ was pretty good. It's pretty hype if you fucking know the game, but I didn't understand it. So, I mean, I don't keep with the fucking... the scene, so I didn't really care, but watching on the side kind of looked hype. But I think the only ones that were interesting, or interesting for me right now, are like Guilty Gear and Street Fighter. But even this Guilty Gear, it's not that exciting as the old ones. This one's kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of boring. Hey, do you know anything about this, Konas? And I had no smash. Rough. Still, Stanley gave no response. Silent treatment again, huh? Kind of huffed. The American glanced at him gravely. In all likelihood, the one who did this was acting alone. Alone? Against this many other people? I think Smash and like OG Guilty Gear were like one of the most exciting. Well, Melee, not like Ultimate. Ultimate's alright. But Melee's a new level of fucking hype. Alone? Against as many other people? Who on earth? There's no need for you to know. Cut the crap, Kano snapped. He grabbed Stanley by the collar. Is there something involved in this case who's capable of something like this? I need to know about it. How am I supposed to do my job if you keep me in the dark? Even BlazBlue. BlazBlue was a lot of fun to watch. They need to make a new Blaze Blue game. Only remains Stoneface. Any anime fighters that's like fast paced and like fucking balls like go hard in the paint, that shit is fun. All these games are kind of slow. Look, I'm not afraid of the risk, Kano said. And it'll be a lot more effective if you at least fill me into basics here. The more you know, the sooner you'll wind up dead. Kano tightened his grip. But it's okay if I wind up dead while I'm still in the dark, huh? Fine, Stanley said. I'll answer your first question. He brushed Kano's arm aside. I've been trying to get into fighting games again because I just miss like grinding something. I think playing like a fighting game when you're like totally bored and have no idea what to do is, for me, the peak. So it's like a nice like chillin' side game shit. So you figure out what you want to do. Kanan is the name of the covert operative for the Middle East. I believe she's the one who killed these people here. Middle East? The covert operative? I know had an expected spycraft to be involved with this. Yeah, she's an assassin and a crypto analyst? Specialist. Do you recall a mass jailbreak from Abu Ghraib prison? What? Kanan was the one who provided the intel the escapees used to get out. Kanan was at a loss for words. The case was suddenly starting to seem a whole lot more sinister. Whoever this Kanan was, she'd apparently killed nearly a dozen people with only a knife. He was clearly no one to trifle with. What kind of individual were they dealing with here? You could scarcely imagine. Once again, Kano surveyed the crime scene. Each one of the murdered criminals had had his throat slit. Get! From the look of the deep, clean cuts, the killer hadn't hesitated in the slightest. People Pog. I need to add that. I don't think we have People Pog. We have so much fucking emote slots. People Pog. Nope. We only have People Pog climbing the treehouse. Gonna add it real quick. People Pog. There we go. Okay, which one's the good one? There we go. Always use the one that has the most uses. Even if they look the same. Oop. I tried to show it to you guys, but you know what? Y'all don't need to see it. No. Bro, I keep failing this fucking hell run. Why am I dying? Give me 1 second. Okay. Kanan. Okay, so then what connection does this Kanan have with this mastermind behind this kidnapping? Kanan had killed all the foreign syndicate members in the bar. Does that mean she and the person behind the kidnapping were enemies? Perhaps she and the kidnapper were working in concert, and she carried out these slayings as part of some plan to get rid of some loose ends. I believe I said I'd answer one question. Turning away, Stanley picked up a file from atop a nearby table. Apparently he wasn't in the sharing mood. Realizing that the further questions would be pointless, Kano had peered sidelong at the file as Stanley opened it. Inside was a detailed map of Shibuya. There are various routes marked with arrows and times. That's the plan for the ransom relay. The ransom relay. Oh shit. Kano was so excited that he blurted his thoughts out loud. Heard that the ultimate goal for the ransom was a condominium? Condominium? Does anyone know what that word is? Condominium? Condominium. Condominium. The address and the time, 4:20, were written in red ink. Kano put in an immediate call to investigation task force and relay his information. You know, for some reason, I feel like playing like Bowser's Fury. I just recently played it though. That game's fun. The final destination is Ground Hill 4-5. in Hiru 534 Shibuya. Alright, Kuzuton, we'll look into who owns the condo in question. You and Stanley head over there now. I'm sending backup to go with you. You have authorization to apprehend the suspect. Bro, being in this like detective's corp shit must be stressful as hell, huh? Finally, hearing the order that he'd so long been waiting for, Kano felt a spark of determination flare inside him. Alright, let's go! He said, some of his excitement slipping into his voice. Stanley, still solemn, closes the file and follows him out the bar. Oh! Stanley drove along the Inokashira Dori towards Hiru, where the where the finish line for the ransom's relay was located. Also, my fucking headset's kind of dying, guys. Sometimes my left, like, ear cuts out. Right now it's good, but hopefully. To be fair, these were $30 headsets, so I ain't complaining. It lasted me, like, what? Almost a year? I think it's almost been a full year. Although my HyperX Cloud 2s lasted me like 5 years. Even though they were a little musty at the end of it. It doesn't matter, but... okay. It is what it is. Steve lost in some deep and cheerless thought. Man, I love walking. Dude, cities that you could just like walk everywhere and not need to drive and just have something to do. I don't know. I'm a city boy. City boy. Today's voice came in over the wireless as the car came out in the Meiji Dori. Like Japan? Bro. Their infrastructure? Fucking... not perfect. It's great. I don't know. It's great. I love it. Take me back. Rocking around the city is so fun. We've identified the owner of the condominium. Getting lost is so fun. Getting mugged is fucking great. Getting trafficked, even better. We've identified the owner of the condominium. It's Kano held his breath in this anticipation. The name Jose spoke caught him by surprise entirely. Man, who? No. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. You know, I still technically owe you guys a karaoke stream, but one of these days. I do not want others intruding into my domain. Currently, I do not intrude on others. All I'd sing all day is Keshi. Keshi's my baby. Accordingly, I do not intrude on others. That's how I live my life. I'm kidding. I'm a Taylor Swift slash Katy Perry type of guy. Think I'm pretty without any makeup on. You think I'm funny when I tell the punchline wrong. That is how I purge my sense of calm. Something has begun to drive me mad. Boundaries between myself and others have started to collapse. I don't like it. At all. What the fuck is this, like, going on here? What's this tribal music? I've become something other than myself. And that is one thing I fear I can never bear. Oh, no you don't. Kajiwara tackled Tanaka as he strode toward the door. The two men collapsed in a heap in front of the entryway. Hey, Tanaka barked. What are you doing? Hold still. Kajiwara ran his bug tracker over to Tanaka's body. It began beeping loudly. Uh-huh. Wait, I want to know what... oh, Kano's on 10 minutes in. Hold off Tanaka's necktie clip. It's a listening device. Dude, Kajiwara has like the fucking freakiest look in the world. Tanaka's face went pale. Where did you get this? Kajiwara demanded. Well... Tanaka trailed off into silence. I gave it to him. It was I who had appeared on the second floor landing. You were listening in, Osawa asked brokenly. Ma'am, Kajiwara said. Would you explain this? For once he seemed deadly serious. Huh, I was barely able to hear a thing. That's what I get for going with something so cheap. I held out a dangling earpiece. When and where did you get that? Earlier today. When I left to do some shopping. And why did you plant a listening device on Mr. Tanaka? Kajiwara asked. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I want to know, Tanaka chimed in. Why would you do this, Miss Osawa? He was trembling. You were outside emailing someone earlier, weren't you, Mr. Tanaka? I saw you from the window. Dude, I keep failing this godly, or not. Godly, this whitetail hell. Hell whitetail. Emailing. Kajiwara looked into Tanaka's face. I nodded. He came back into the house shortly afterwards, and I asked him where he'd gone. And what do you think he said, huh? Practically gloating, playing to her little audience, she began stalking down the stairs. He said he'd gone to check on something at the lab. Why'd people pussy? I in fact went into the yard. There was fiddling with the phone the whole time. But despite the fact that he was out in the yard, they're fiddling with his phone the whole time. So I figured if I bugged him, he might show his true colors and... Enough. Osawa cut off his wife. Tanaka had been emailing Hitomi, of course, but he could never reveal that now. I think I get what happened here, Kajiwara interposed. He folded his arms. Your wife thought that Mr. Tanaka was in contact with the kidnappers. And so she planted a listening device on him? The detective peered at Tanaka. Who are you emailing, sir? Yes, that's right, I chirped. Show us your phone, Mr. Tanaka. Let's see what you're really up to. Uh-oh. I'm only saying uh-oh because I'm dying in my fever run. Or my godly run. God damn it. How am I dying? Show us your phone. Or die. Or there's some reason you don't want to show us. Or there's some reason you don't want to show us. So I started to panic. If the police checked that cell phone, they'd find emails from Hitomi. And if the kidnapper somehow found out about Maria's life, would be in danger. Maria's fine. Maria's good. But I was relentlessly advancing on Tanaka. I stopped this. Darling? He turned to him in surprise. Tanaka was sending emails on my behalf, Osawa said. I asked him to do it. Just who was he emailing? It was... He needs to think of a life fast. It was me. Kajiwara and I both looked at him in surprise. We were just discussing work, Osawa continued. There's nothing odd about that. No, Kajiwara said. It is odd. Why would you need to go to such lengths for that? You're both here. Because you never leave me alone. There's confidential information I don't want to overheard. Well, but... Kajiwara seemed inclined to press the point. Look, the point is, there's no reason to worry about Tanaka's emails. It was me. Now, assuming we're done here, I need Tanaka to run some errands for me. Aaron Yeager. I opened the front door, hoping that would pull a lid on the discussion. Tanaka gave him a quick bow and headed out the door. Hey, wait. I started to go after him. Calm down, Osawa barred the way. There's no way he's connected to the kidnappers. Can't you see that? Voice cracked and he shuddered at a sudden rush of emotion. There, sir, Kajiwara said consolingly. He's just deeply worried about your daughter. I turned around and marched back upstairs. Oh, I beat it. Nice. Not like I have fucking... Oh. Let's do the haunt. Where's my water team? I don't have enough stamina. Whatever. But still. People pike. Yeah. But still, if she is that word, giving the tie clip as a gift. But still, if she is that word, giving the tie clip as a gift seems a bit. Kachiwata's muttering trailed off. What do you mean, Osawa asked? Nothing. Not important. The detective waved a hand dismissively, but there had been definitely a note of suspicion in his voice. Very suspicious. This bitch is very suspicious. Well, back to work. Kajiwata headed back into the living room. Rewind time. Yep. What's up, Longchlong? What up, what up, what up? I forgot you said you were going to Hawaii. Have fun with that. How long are you going again? Ling Shlong, Wong Shlong. Sora returned to his study and sat in front of his computer. He had no desire to be in the presence of the detectives who now crowned in the room. 11 to 18. Damn. Hey yo, Bing Bong. Hey yo. What's up, bro? Why is your thing highlighted? Oh. What's up, koi fish? Dude, I feel like so many people I know are going to Hawaii. I knew like 2 other people. Now you. Have fun though. Seems exciting. Because I'm special. Sure, buddy. How's your weekend, koi fish? Hawaii cheap? Really? Is it cheap right now? What the fuck? I thought it was expensive. You should go Hawaii too. I mean, it sounds fun. I would. You notice her? Yeah. Wait. The flight there is cheap. But I'm pretty sure everything else isn't, right? How much did you get your flight there? They have a made coffee over there. Weekend is Gucci. Are you talking about cafe? Because I definitely don't think you mean coffee. $3.50. Fuck, that is cheap. But I'm pretty sure over there might be a little pricey, huh? He had no desire to be in the presence of detectives who now crowded his living room. The Ayakamaki. A flight to Chicago is 400. Yeah, it is. Fuck. When is that Chicago thing? Bro, we have maid cafes here now, like in technicality. I don't know about Hawaii, but I think there's one in like Arcadia. How much was from here to Japan? 730 to Japan. You remember the price? But yeah, it was somewhere around 730. Damn. I went to Japan with Longchlong, by the way. Labor Day weekend. Okay. Wait, why'd you say Labor Day weekend? Oh, that's one the Chicago thing. Wait, when is Labor Day weekend? Sorry, I don't keep track with Labor Days. I labor every day, bro. There's no Labor Day for me. Every day's Labor Day. Can you play the game? Fuck. The Ayakamaki. Oh, the game is just me reading, anyways. The Ayakamaki fan forum for people 40 and over was still open on his monitor. Japan. Can I play the game? I'm okay. Shit, my bad. Goddamn. Hey, what's up, Chris's? Japan 2023. I want to make it happen. It depends on everybody else. But honestly, man, fuck it. I'm gonna go alone. I don't need y'all bitches. I'm going alone. I'm going with my boy Koifish. I know he's down. Yo, Koifish, Japan trip or what? He reloaded the page and saw that his earlier thread had gotten a reply. Damn, I don't need y'all bitches. I'm down. For sure, for sure. I'll bring you along, Chris's. Tired of all these games, bro. I'm just going myself. Fuck it, dude. He reloaded the page and saw this earlier thread. He got a reply from Pretty Honey. Wait, what the fuck? I'm gonna be the first one in jail on night 1. Bro, that ain't a good thing. That's a great thing. What are you in jail for? How'd your weekend, Chris's? Ooh, username Omegis. Username of someone who posts regularly on the Ayakamiki fan forum. Seems to know a lot about agriculture and please. Is also posted. Okay. You know what? Since I don't like fucking Osawa, I'm gonna go back to Kano. Let's see what's going on with this bitch. Omegis. It's good. I met up with a Bumble friend. We vibe so well. That's oddly suspicious, Chris's. Bumble friend, huh? She's a girl. Oh. Okay. Coggers. Oh, she's a girl. Okay. That's still suspicious. Wait, how did you match up on Bumble? The fuck? Unless you're a lesbian. I'm kidding. Uh-oh. Just match. The secret's out. Just match, forehead. True. Today's voice came in over the wireless as the car came out into Meiji Dori. We've identified the owner of the condominium. Does anyone know what that fucking word is? Condominium. I've never seen that. Hey, no offense, but yo, if you start a fucking sentence with no offense, you're a PP vegan. You're a PP vegan. What does that even mean? PP vegan? You've identified the owner of the condominium. It's Mamoru Tanaka. Oh, Longshlong, wish me luck at fucking Rewind. God damn. Hey, part 2, baby. Let's see. Let's see how that night goes. Kondo. Owner of condoms. Stream it? I don't think I can, lol. But I eat meat. Oh. You eat meat, huh? Very interesting. Stream it, lol. I'll be smart this time. I'll be smart this time, bro. I just hope I don't go inside and they're like, this motherfucker! Get him out! Get him out! We've identified the owner of the condominium. If you guys haven't heard the story, so I'm going, apparently, I think I'm going clubbing again on Friday. And if you guys haven't heard the story, the last time I went to that club, I got kicked the fuck out because I was so wasted. I was so fucked up. The same club? Yes, sir. I don't even know what happened that night. I just like I couldn't see past 12 p.m. They were about to file a missing person report on my ass. So we're gonna go for round 2. Let's see. Is it gonna happen again? What? Okay, why do you keep laughing so hard? It's not that funny. it might be funny, but come on now. God damn. You did 3 lines of laughing. Come on now. I saw the videos. Oh, god damn it. Bitch, you still laughing? God damn. Okay, chill. Getting kicked out speedrun. Fuck off. Hey, I'm gonna have a GoPro put onto my head just in case I get wasted again. Just so I can remember the night. Hey, link me the vid. No, it's just my walk of shame video. I've identified the owner of the condominium. It's Mamoru Tanaka. He's a colleague of Kenji Osawa? What? Kondo squawked? That's unbelievable. Come on, man. Let me see the link. I mean, I don't think you can send a link. It's like a fucking video. Like linked on fucking Facebook or some shit. There's no like URL to it. How do you want to confirm? Why do you want to see? All I do is like, all I am is wasted. You know the walk of shame? When you're too fucking drunk to walk on your own? Bro, I didn't. They needed 2 guys on my ass, not just one. Yo, when you're drunk, one dude gotta help you. When you're lost, when you're gone, 2 guys. Meletta got mad pussy that night? Bro, okay. Maybe if the fucking toilet seat was pussy, then yeah, I got mad pussy that night, bro. Maybe you got the toilet seat as pussy. Yeah, I got bad pussy that night. Well, I'm already laughing before watching the vid. God damn. Chris's had to correct herself. The lowercase lol wasn't like capturing the moment. She had to correct herself with the fucking uppercase lol. God damn it. How'd you want to confirm that Tanaka left Osawa residence just after 14 hours? No word has his moved since then. It's possible he headed to the private condo where the attaché case is slated to end up. I'm surprised they even invited me again, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised they weren't pissed at, like, where the fuck was this dude? You know? But hey, round 2, we're gonna run it back. We're gonna do it good this time. I'll make sure I eat. Any officer who runs across Tanaka, there's no possible way that night will be as bad as the one before. No way, right guys? Haha. Clip it just in case. Any officer who runs across Tanaka is to apprehend him on site. It's on site. Kuze cut the connection. The mastermind you've been chasing, Kano asked. Is it Tanaka? Stanley didn't reply. Fine, never mind. Just wish I could know if Tatano's safe. They're worried about that traitor, huh? I'm kind of hungry right now, dude. You know what sounds good right now? A poke bowl. Ooh-wee. Sound good. So Stanley could ignore all the questions, but still remembered to make the snide remarks. What me? No, bro, I'm sure you not. Bun me is like, it's good. But, I'm tired of it. Oh, Pokey, I guess. Yes, Pokimane. I love you, Pokimane. Pokimane is my queen. Talking about Tatano is the only thing that gets the reaction of you, isn't it? Kano snorted. Any tier subbers? Tier 38? Yeah, I'm a tier 3 sub. Alright, guys. I got the question. Hottest girl on Twitch TV. Hottest girl on Twitch TV. What makes you so certain? And if you don't say my name, then that's fucked up. Makes you so certain he can't be a traitor. Tatano just isn't like that. That's not an answer, Stanley scoffed. Alright, I've watched a man work for years. I know him. He has no reason to betray the force. You watched him work, huh? What about his private life too, then? You know all about that too? Hottest girl? Our girl. What the fuck? Okay, I don't know why, but that is not the answer I was expecting whatsoever. What the fuck? That was actually, out of any possible answer you could have given me, I was not expecting that. I don't know if you're serious, but you know what? Power to you, bro. Don't you guys ever wonder what these VTubers kind of look like? No cap. Really? I mean, I'm not into the I'm not that into VTubers copium. I see some here and there, but she's alright. I think you just got a thing for, you know, I don't want to say the word. I think some of them are wheelchair bound. I think I know one of them is wheelchair bound. That one Iron Mouse girl is. Nah, I'm Kappa. Bro, you just said... Okay, why did you say no cap and then now you're saying you cap? You can't just do that. The fuck? Like heavy medical issues. Yeah. No, I know some of them, but definitely not like... I wouldn't say like more than 20%. You know what I mean? Of the whole population. I'm pretty sure like a good amount of them are just normal girls. But I know what you mean. Some of them, yeah. Yeah. But to be fair, that's streamers too, right? Don't streamers, I mean, look at me, I'm normal e-girls. I'm fucking chairbound. I shit you not. I think I spent 95% of my life on this chair. Looking like the same from Danny Phantom. Looking like... I don't even know what that means. Wait, what would you say? Looking like the same? You know all about that too. Oh, Sam? Okay, but Sam's kind of bad. Where's your VTuber model? I mean, I don't have a VTuber model, but I have a PNG girl just in case I get, like, lazy to go put on my face. Let's see if she's here. Oh, there she is. I can make her talk too. Talk, bitch. Hello? And voice changer. See, the thing is, I don't like the voice changer thing. Like, if you're a dude, but you have a girl avatar, fuck it, bro. I don't care, dude. I don't care if you got a dude voice. You know what? It makes you more relatable as long as I get to see some fucking hot anime chick on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, why pretend to be a girl? I think there's a market for dudes just wanting to find other dudes, but masked as an anime girl. You know? Wow, what a cutie. Thank you, Chris's. Talk about me? Titties are titties. Titties are titties, man. I don't care. I don't care what your voice is. I don't care if you dude. I don't like you. I like your avatar. You have Maleta. He could get it. Like, would you want a voice changer? My voice is already so great. I'm kidding. I actually do not like my voice. I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know, but I don't like my voice. I sound nasally. I always think I sound nasally. Blurk BRB. Alright, Chris's. Who here likes their voice? You watched him work. What about his private life too? What do you think? We read that. Kono felt blood starting boil. I don't care what you think, he said. I trust Tatano. Trust him. Be confident in who you are, Giga Chad. True. I mean, it's not like that. Like, it doesn't affect my confidence that much. But sometimes, you know, when you hear yourself, you cringe a little, right? Like, damn. I sound like that? Fuck. That's crazy. I don't need any basis to have faith in someone, Kono Snap. And my voice hot as fuck. You know what, Troy? After hearing your voice a couple times that isn't like you making farting noises, it's your voice is not bad. Your voice is alright. Oh, that is for everyone, even for some singers. Yeah, I know. That's what I said too. I think I remember like some singers saying they hate their voice. Which is kind of crazy, right? Imagine if I was like fucking Katy Perry and I said I hated my voice. God damn. Aren't you the bitch that's saying fireworks? What you mean? Without any basis on the basis in fact. It's just plain sentimentality. Sentimentality. Stanley said, there's no reason or logic to it. Well, came to his face. Be they friends or family, you can never really know other people. The only person you could trust is yourself. Guys, would you rather be a singer or a good dancer? Bono had no response for such an emotional statement. He looked away. He and Stanley were just plain incompatible. It seemed like no amount of talking would let them get through to one another. Never take anything at face value, Kono. Start trusting too much, you're basically as good as dead. Man, living like that, sometimes that's the motto, but living like that, can't imagine it. Can't imagine it. How about both, Giga Chad? No, you can only choose one, bro. It's cheating. Wait, Wongchong, you never said anything. What do you think about Japan 2023? What do you think about Japan 2030? Shibuya Precinct came into view. Naka's condo wasn't much further now. I'm down. I always said if I ever come back to Japan, I will IRL stream it. On God, bro. That's on God, bet. No cap. Okay, I choose to be a attack helicopter. Bro, you're a defense helicopter. Appa. Bro, I'll set it to Naka's condo now. Over there, Stanley said, keeping his voice down. Fuck. Across the street was the foreign syndicate members walking briskly, the attaché case clutched at his side. I'm making the arrest. Oh fuck. Kappa. I mean, I feel like I'd be very so I don't know why, but IRL streaming here seems a little weird. I don't know. To me, it just seems weird. But I feel more like motivated if I was like in another area. Let's say Europe, somewhere in Europe or Asia or whatever, right? Or even the West Coast. Actually, no, the West Coast is kind of full of crazy people. What did they attack me for filming them? Oh, not West Coast, sorry, East Coast. I don't know why I said West. The West Coast is crazy too. Kano heard him loud and clear, but he had no intention of stopping. He approached with the criminal at full speed, then leapt to tackle him around the waist. The two men fell to the pavement in a tangled heap. The collision sent the attaché case flying. Kano's eyes tracked the case for a moment too long. He was caught off guard when the man threw a punch at him. The blow caught him right in the jaw, snapping his head back. For a moment, Kano saw stars. As he shook off the impact, the man sprang to his feet and sprinted away in the direction of Stanley's car. People boxed. Yeah, he got people punched. Hey, Yosarai. You know what I want to do again? I want to do an a cooking stream. But I only feel comfortable doing one at Ziggy's place because he's, you know, his roommates are cool with it. And to provide funny commentary. Like mocking my ass. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Grab him! Stanley ignored man and instead went for the attaché case. Oh, come on, really? Kano had no choice but to sue the perp himself. He hadn't come this far to let the crooks get away now. Suddenly, the fleeing man skidded to a stop. Oh, why does he look like Hagrid? The fuck? Look at this dude. Why does he look like that? The cars that pulled across the road and the detectives were pouring out of them. His escape route cut off the criminal, resigned himself to capture. While Kano helped make the arrest, several of the other detectives broke into Tanaka's condo. I think one thing I really missed in Japan was like the relatively cheap but good ramen. That shit ain't no joke. That shit was kind of fucking fire. God damn. Hit different over there. They put love in that shit. All we put in the shit we put in here, MSG. But MSG is good. Stanley meanwhile was carefully inspecting the exterior of the attaché case. He already opened it. It was stuffed with bundles of banknotes. The ramen made me bricked up. Yeah. Same, brother. Damn, I'm kind of hungry now. Hungry for some ramen. 50 million yen ransom was back in the police hands. This is a decoy, the American muttered under his breath. I wonder where... His words trailed off, but Kano had heard them. What do you expect? The detective demanded. Samples of that new drug in there? As usual, Stanley gave no reply. Well, you always breaked up. Look on his face, however, told Kano he'd been right up the mark. Some of the backup team emerged from Tanaka's condo. Kano turned to them, feeling a sudden surge of anxiety for Maria. Oh, you? Yeah, I'm always breaked up. Always hard. Always hard at work. I mean... What's the situation there, he asked. They told him that they find no one in Tanaka's rooms. What are you even up to tonight? What's everyone up to tonight? Huh? On this nice Sunday. So the hostage's status remained unknown and the main culprit had evaded capture. Bro, I don't get it. I don't know. It's been like consistently hot, but for some reason it's also been consistently busy at work. Like, bro, where the fuck did you guys... come from? The hostage's status remained unknown. The main culprit had evaded capture. What sounds good right now? Curry. Case hadn't been solved. In fact, it was still unfolding in the worst way inconceivable. And still, Stanley remained focused. Corpa. Fuck. Corpa. Being cock for Wangshlong. 4:30 a.m. sleep. You slept at 4:30? I sleep around 4 too. I need to stop. I mean, fuck. I like sleeping late. I just like using like all my time, you know? I don't like sleeping. Sleeping just makes me tired. Wake up tired. Stay awake forever. Still Stanley remained focused on the attaché case, pondering it with a thoughtful expression. I don't know if I asked, but you do anything this weekend, Wangshang? Look, Kana told him, I'm going to request that I return to my normal duties. Maria still needs to be rescued. I still need to find out what happened to Hitumi and Detective Tatano. For once, Stanley actually responded. Nope, just chilled. I see. I see. You need to stop playing League of Legends, bro. You're fucking weird. Find a new game. Look, Connell told him. Unless you're playing TFT. I see you tomorrow. We want for tomorrow. It's all good, bro. Bro, I feel bad because you keep getting me food, but you never ask for, like, money back. You know what? Whenever we go out to eat again, bro, I got you. TFT and Multiverses. I got you, bro. But I'm good. I appreciate it. I feel bad. That's my master plan? What the fuck? You got me. You got me. Murder still needs to be rescued. I still need to find out. Actually, fuck. Maybe it is working tomorrow. I'll see. If I do want something, I'll let you know, but I'll pay for it. For once, Stanley actually responded. Really? Yes, that's it. It makes perfect sense that they have her carry it. Huh? What do you mean? This whole Tasha case relay was fake. Was a fake out. Yes, that's it. It makes perfect sense that they have her carry. Slow down, Kano said, wishing he would calm. Wait, what? TFT multiverses. You know, TFT's fun. Well, slow down, Kano said, wishing that he would calm himself with his words. I know what you're talking about. How's coding going, by the way, Longshlong? Somehow, I feel like if you made that bot, you're making some progress, right? Somehow the kidnappers made contact with Kenji Osawa. Bound to have Hitami carry the drugs separate from the ransom. Doing good. Proud of you, buddy. You finished the bot. Really? I make internal tools for work. You wanna make internal tools for me? Wanna make internal tools for me? Yes, that's it. It makes perfect sense. Yeah. I can. You wanna do it for free? You like what do you think about free labor? What do you think about like years of friendship? Ah, years of friendship. It's crazy how long I've known you, now that I think about it. What do you mean? Who's a... Yes, my favorite type of labor. Somehow the kidnappers have made contact with Kenji Osawa and gotten to have Hitami carry the drugs separate from the ransom. I've made contact with Kenji Osawa and gotten to have Hitami carry the drug. Wait, you're saying they had Hitami bring them the drug? Stanley nodded. The case handoffs were a sort of camouflage, a way for them to keep the police distracted from their real goal. I don't know. It had indeed felt like the case really was a decoy, an attempt to buy time. If this syndicate were after something else entirely, that would have explained why so many of their actions had appeared to make no sense. So, Kano asks, what sort of drug is this? Long friendship test. Where did we meet? Where did we first lay eyes? Friendship test. Where did we first meet? Did they go such lengths to get their hands on it? Middle school North Star. Damn. Okay, you good. All right, never mind. You good. You even doxed our teacher. I think it was both. It was both. I think the first time was like Northup though for sure. English class, bro. It's crazy, but I don't remember what happened in that English class. All I remember was that we fucked around. And all I remember was that I think you didn't like me in the beginning. Or you thought like I was annoying. For some reason. Isn't it antiviral? Stanley replied after some hesitation. I do not remember learning. Right? Bruh, okay. What? Ah, the good old fuck around and find out. So, I don't remember anything they taught us in middle school and high school. So what was the point? I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure it's integrated and applied knowledge, you know. I mean, I feel like a lot of things they should teach us in like early on to high school should be integrated in applied knowledge. And then later on is like that stuff that maybe seems like irrelevant, but relevant to your like, you know, whatever you want to work towards, right? Everyone is annoying to me? That is true. That is true. Sorry, Francis. The good old fuck around and find it. Stanley replied after some hesitation. Way to cure people infected with a very particular virus. What virus are we talking about? Called the UA. I don't never heard of it. Yo, he could imagine the possibilities. Bro, I want this guy's hair. I want like that fucking wolf cut looking hair, if you guys know what that looks like. It's kind of like the modern day mullet. He got nice ass hair. Still, he could imagine the possibilities. Suppose this UA was something like the Ebola virus. Perhaps HIV. Even the all too familiar influenza. Why is it? Is this science class? There are medicines that could treat all the diseases, but nothing that could cure them completely. Any drug that they could do? Meletta is annoying at work too, especially when he asked me to get him foods when I pay back. Hey! Bitch, you know what? You ain't getting paid back. Bitch ass. Yo, you bite the hand that feeds you. That's what I thought. Oh no, do you have any means of getting in touch with Mr. Osawa? You know what? If you are coming tomorrow, you know what? Just get me Bun-Me. The good old faithful, old reliable. Yes, sir. Give me back, please. Huh? I have kids. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Thank you. If you are coming. Yes, I know one of the detectives stationed at his home. Check in with him ASAP. Find out whether or not he gave the antiviral to Hitomi. Kano suppressed a scout. It looked like he wasn't done assisting Stanley yet. Huh. He got out his cell phone and dialed up Kajiwara. Huh? You have kids. That's Kiap. Kajiwara picked up promptly. Kano? What's going on? Could I speak with Mr. Osawa? I suppose that'd be alright. What for though? There's something I need to confirm me. It's an emergency. Alright. Just make sure not to tell him anything about the investigation. Sure thing. Bro, I'm fucking hungry right now actually. I might eat in a bit. I might do a little eating break. After a while, a man's hoarse voice came over the line. I was speaking. Can I help you? This is Detective Kano from the Shibuya precinct. Time is money. So I just need to cut the chase here. Kano took a deep breath. Did you get the antiviral drug to your daughter, Hitami? Also, let her guess. Another keep out? Alright, I think I'm gonna eat here. I'm gonna have like a little 10-minute eating break. So hard. It's so hard like reading all this on an empty stomach. I'm getting lightheaded. Goofy, ah. Goofy, ah. But, hold up. Burn the mouth calories. Isn't there like mouth exercises for something? I don't know what, but I know like there's exercises for your mouth, but I don't know what it trains. I think it's to like fix your jaw or something, right? Do you guys know what mooing is? The guac guac? Alright, bitch. Not the guac guac. The fuck? Not the fucking guac guac. The fuck? Alright. But I will be eating. Let's do that. Let's put this shit on. I'll be back in fucking 10 minutes. Fucking hungry. Be eating some cock. Guac guac. The guac guac 3000 exercise. No, bitch. Alright, baby. Oy vey. Hello. Gamblers. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. What's up, Cold? How have you been? Oh, speaking of the devil. Thanks for the raid, Jeff. I was eating. But now we're back to chill. You do be eating, Very Pog. Yep, I do be eating. I saw. He is no longer BRB eating. Mm-hmm. Now I'm just chilling. How'd you stream, Jeff? You're playing some .hack/g.u.volume.2 reminisce. Yeah. Eating some of that yummy food. Yes, sir. How'd you stream? We're also playing a little visual novel right now. I mean, I think you saw it. I'll get back to that in a second. After I just digest. Woo, 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 woo. Good, just getting some of the story stuff done. Nice, nice. Hey Alex, you're streaming? If I knew that, I would have sent my raid to you. Oh, it's all good. Appreciate the thought though. How have you been, Alex? What's up? What is up? When are you going back to school, Jeff? School. People box. 200 left, goddamn. I have to go walking, then head to bed. Meeting mom tomorrow? This week? Oh wow. Tuesday. Alright. Good luck, have fun with that. Meeting your mom tomorrow? For breakfast? Alright. Later, Jeff. Appreciate the raid. What up? Playing some Fall Guys. And technically I started last week of training. I see. Alright. Good luck with teaching, brother. Catch you later. Appreciate the raid. What up, Raiders? So yeah, time's about to get super hectic again. You know what? At least your life has, you know, it's being kept busy with something, right? Mars. Wait, clears throat. Of course, love you, man. Alright, later, Jeffy. This is a Jeff stream? Shocked? This is a Jeff stream. Mars cleaning. There's just one re-rated. Now you're good. How you doing, Mars? What is going on? Anyways, how was your stream, Alex? Hope you're doing good. Hope you've been well. I was just taking an eating break. Yummy. And now we're about to play. I mean, we're about to read. Not really play. And I got some Arizona tea with me. Went pretty well. Got close to winning a few games with my friends. How's your stream going? Not bad. Haven't done too much, just reading. I'm dead. Why? Mo, Yosere, Koi, Troy, Coldy. Talking. It's from Arizona? No. Arizona is not from Arizona. I don't think. I don't think it is. Fall Guys is actually harder than it looks. All these audios. I think there was one time, if you guys were here for like that one Elden Ring stream where everybody was just kind of spamming for like the last hour. Okay, not an hour, but it was something like that. Yeah, it gets pretty hectic sometimes. Fun fact, the prices of these audios used to be 1,000. Get raped at the last boss somehow. It was kind of like that, honestly. I still feel bad for Dunsparce Lie, so I will beat Soul Silver with Dunsparce. You're good. It's okay. I mean, honestly, like, fuck, dude, they gave Dunsparce some goddamn a glow up, bro. Whoever gave it to him. You fucking liar. You bad Mars. Elden Ring? Damn, bro, Radagon's phone be blowing up. That's true. Yo, who's hitting Radagon up? I miss Elden Ring sometimes. I shit you not, that game was fucking it's crazy. Not even was, is still crazy. Definitely tough to beat for Game of the Year.
Bruh.
Oh my god, Ronnie.
Imagine we just had every producer tag as like a sound alert.
Oh no!
Oh, it only played it once. Unless like it played it so perfectly like in tune that it sounded like one. What was I gonna say? I was talking about, I remember talking about like Fall Guys being hard. I don't think I finished my statement. But yeah. Honestly, after playing Fall Guys, I thought winning one would be easy. Winning one's kind of tough. Holy shit. People are fucking good. Also, sometimes the last game is always just RNG. Play GTA, have GTA. GTA 5? Do you play online or do you play that like RP thing? Or Yostori second? Oh no. Pretty hard. There are a lot of really good people in my lobbies tonight. Yeah. You keep winning crowns to sweaty SBMM lobbies? Turn on. Yeah. Online. I don't RP. Really? You know, fun fact, I bought 5 a while ago for my console. The Xbox 360. Oh, we have? Yeah, we found it. That emote is so fucking funny, dude. I bought it, I played a like quarter way through or halfway through and I kind of stopped for some reason. I like the game though. I don't know why I stopped. I haven't tried online. I know my brother played the fuck out of that. I just bought it 2 weeks ago. For 15. Not bad. I wonder when they're gonna make, dude, that game's been out for 7 years. Where is GTA 6? That's kind of crazy. I want to do another 10 years. Really? And no games you should play? Well, bitch, I don't care because I didn't ask for games I should play. I know what I want to play. Play Alien Isolation. Sure. You can always play GTA 2, 4 for 2 and 4 for GTA 6. Oh. 2 and 4. I wonder what GTA 2 even looks like. I played 4. 4 was good. What's his name? Nico Bellic? I like that dude. That's a stone cold motherfucker. It was BS, really? Alien Isolation. I think I have Outlast on Epic Game Store. I might play it for Halloween. Or like around October. Since everybody keeps saying I should play a fucking horror game. The view is from the top. Oh. In DS style? Yeah. Okay, okay, I get it. Like, I know what you mean. You know what? I want to get a sign. I want to get a what's it called? A poster. I'm gonna commission artists to do like a poster like this, right? And put it right here. Or whatever this is. So you guys can see it. And you know what it's gonna be a picture of? People poo poo. And also one of people boxing. Mario? No. Imagine how people poo poo and people box over here. That'd be sick. That'd be sexy. Mullet Punch. Remember GTA Vice City? I do. Mullet Punch is just me going like 50 times over. Imagine that was made into a GIF. Mullet Smash. I know of Vice City. I don't think I've ever played it though. You guys want to see this? Whoa! What's going on here? You're watching TV. You're watching the RGB channel. You should Google the Olga Vishnevsky, the Pepelangelo. I think you showed me that. I'm pretty sure I've seen it. The girl that like draws Pepe's, right? Yeah. See. Yeah, I've seen her work. Thank you, Olga. I don't know why, but ever since like cartoons at people with the name of Olga, I think differently. Olga. Ask her to make you a people punch. Her commissions probably cost a billy. You should Google a Hegao face. Nah, I'm good. Obunga. I've seen enough of that. Obunga. Punch your camera. Yeah. Yeah. What is a few ETH? Ethereum? What is a few? 0. Google Obunga. Bro, I swear, if I Google Obunga and there's some fucking stupid shit. Obunga. What is that? I don't want to play that. That looks scary. No. I mean, she charges from Ethereum for our. Oh, I'm pretty sure a little bit costs a lot. She's a crypto miner, a crypto coiner. Omegalo. It's Obama. I know. I see it. I see Obama. But why does he look so scary? Yeah. Man, why do you look like that? I don't like that shit. Thanks, Obama. Lurk mode. What's up, Poppy? Poppy! Hope you're doing good. Alright, is it time to play some games, by the way? Make some progress on this shit. Put a dent on this boy. You have Monopoly? Monopoly Plus? No, I do not. I always think I hear you say Poppy. Am I saying Poppy or Poppy? What am I saying, huh? What am I saying? Poppy or Poppy? I don't have Monopoly. You're talking about the online one, right? Ooh, hold up. Poppy. You reload the page and saw that this earlier thread had gotten a reply. It was from Pretty Honey, a regular contributor to Osawa's threads. Warzy. I'm opposed to the idea of Aya Kamiki expanding to America. You should be able to enjoy the success she's earned in Japan without having to struggle overseas. It has done so much for us. I like her to keep supporting Japan forever. I need to go back to studying, but kick some visual novel asses. People punch. Later, Mars. The message was festooned with a sort of emoticons that young girl might use. Pretty Honey claimed to be a 19-year-old female college student. Although the community was meant for Aya Kamiki fans 40 and over, the settings allowed anyone to post there. The only young woman among the members, amongst, however, was Pretty Honey. The thread continued. I wonder when we're gonna have our next, like, Goose Goose Duck game. Wait, Mars, I'm pretty sure you were there for some of those, right? That'd be pretty fun again, but kind of hard to get the people. Remember Goose Goose Duck, guys? You guys don't know what I'm talking about? It's basically Among Us, but with Goose. Among Us. And it's free. And it's better. Well, let's sus Goose. By the way, have you tried the Aya fortune teller yet? There's a link below. Fortune telling, huh? Oh, stared. Should we ask where Maria was safe? If we give him a good answer, he'd believe it. If it were a bad answer, he wouldn't. It might be totally worth a shot just for the peace of mind. He clicked the link and Aya, the fortune teller page came up. Aw, sniper. Hey, what up, Rar? What's up, doggy dog? Guys, fun fact, tomorrow is Rar's birthday. Happy early birthday. Fun fact. I don't know if you're celebrating due to circumstances, but hope you have a good one. And asks you to enter the birthday and sex. Hello, Rar. Then, Aya Kamiki would offer her advice. Hey, cold friend. Party Kirby. Bro, I have not seen that emote used in forever. Holy shit, I forgot we had that. What the fuck? It actually has been over a year. Happy early birthday, Rar. The fuck? Okay. Entering his date of birth, selecting male, and then clicking next. A few seconds later, his fortune was displayed. What are you up to today, Cold? How are you doing? Are you grinding the dragon? You're a very work-minded person. I think tomorrow's new banner, huh? Tomorrow or the next day, but I think it's a rerun banner, so I don't know actually. You know, for just some insight on Maria, but said it was just a write-up about his personality. You'll never be able to get by with the devoted support of those around you, but you probably don't realize, do you? It's a big mistake to think you can get through all of life's challenges on your own. There's nothing cool about being ignorant. If you don't get over your indifference to the world might start to harbor quite a grudge. Find a way to connect more deeply with the people around you and start living a better life before it's too late. Just do that and you're sure to have a wonderful future ahead. You asking me a question? Yeah, I was wondering how you are doing today, Cole. What's up? What's up? Or what you're up to? Are you fighting the serpent like 200 times? Are you trying to get the title? Ooh. Famous people who got your results. Shinosuke Odari. Play it right. Osama couldn't help but feel the advice was painfully appropriate. He went back to the forum and replied to Pretty Honey. Nice to hear you again, Pretty Honey. Yeah, 200 left. That is a lot. Good luck, buddy. I definitely know how you feel, Aya Kamiki being ours. Still, I'm confident she's got what it takes to persevere and succeed in America. Hey, Poppy Raid. Damn, I'm getting hella raids. What's up, Poppy? And gang? You guys are looking at a Japanese face right now. Raid. Victory dance. Ayo. Raiders? What's up? I guess I'll go on this screen for a bit. Hi, Raiders. Oh, so that's what you're doing, Poppy. No, I don't want to listen to this. Hello. Welcome to the Mo stream. Pop and Pumpkin Seed. What's up, Poppin'? How's everyone doing? We were just playing a little story game. Raid coming in hot. Frostafarian, I see you. I see you. You're that music person that needs to touch some grass. How do you know every genre? You can't be that good. Stop listening to music. Millette Punch. Let's go. Music Man. The Music Man himself. What's up, Persephone? Persephone May. Welcome to stream, guys. How was Poppy's stream? Did we give her a shout out already? What was she up to? No Man's Sky. How'd your stream, Poppy? The music understander has logged on. I'm not scared of much, but you fucking scare me. You fucking scare me. Welcome, guys. We're just chilling for a bit. We were playing a visual novel. We'll go back to that. Just so I could acknowledge raid and not have to read at the same time. I'm reading to my kids right now. Whose Sally is that? Uh-oh. Lurk. Alright, Cold, I'll catch you later. But I appreciate the raid, Poppy. Welcome, Raiders. Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome to the Mo stream, where I stream variety and other shit. IRL, I guess. Sometimes. And where my phone doesn't stop ringing. And my door doesn't stop knocking. Who is that? And now you guys get to look at a Japanese dude. Oh no. Bro, the Nox fucked me up. What is going on? I look at my right.
Oh my god, Ronnie. Oh my god, Ronnie.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I'm gonna continue reading. We're playing a Japanese story game. Exclamation mark story if you actually care. Exclamation mark poo if you need to use the restroom. Thank you, guys. Exclamation mark poo. See, Cole needs to use the restroom. Anyone hear a streamer talking? I knew it, I'm irrelevant. But Poppy, if you're still working, appreciate you. You have a great night. Everyone else too that tuned in. Just gonna continue. Continue reading to my friends. I'm out of breath though. I've been reading for too long, dude. I'm out of breath. I'm not made for this. And if she does fail, well, all of us in Japan will be here to welcome her back at the same. All the same. Guess this voyage to America I've concocted just has me a little worked up. I stream, guys. I stream! Well, someone clicked post and learned back in his chair. I do want to play that music game again, now that I mention it. Pretty fun. And I want to play some Fortnite. Kidding, I want to play some Fall Guys. So I click post and lean back in the chair. Mr. Osawa, Mr. Osawa. It was Kajiwada shouting from outside the door. First the toilet. Pee pee poo poo. Then lunch. What is it now? Been a development in the case. Please join us in the living room. We have important matters to discuss. Kajiwada has his detective face on. Whew. But if you are still here, Poppy, that was No Man's Sky. I remember that game being like a little iffy in the beginning, but got like fixed throughout like the years. Got a little better. I will speak on behalf of Pirates. She's getting refreshments. We're addicted to it. Oh, you're playing with her? Iffy, yeah. Got so much butter. So, what do you actually, like... Fill me in here. What do you actually do? Is it like, Subnautica? Technically, I don't even know what you do in Subnautica too. What's the overall goal? Well, we aren't paying too much attention to the story. Oh, there's a story. Yeah, oh, no, the game early on was like not that good. I think it was like buggy, like sort of like Cyberpunk, except not that insanely bad, I think. I don't know if they fixed Cyberpunk yet, but kill pirates, mine minerals, buy ships. Oh. So you create like an army. When Osala entered the living room, I was there looking stern and solemn. Oh, you're both here, Kajubata said. Allow me to share what we know. Identified a location that appears to be... We've identified a location that appears to be the Syndicate's hideout. Yeah, you have a freighter. The whole fleet you command. Ooh. How many people for multiplayer, though? Like 4? 10? 60? 8v8? 8v8 on Valhalla? Halo 3? 4 in a squad, but 32 in a server. God damn, that's a lot of people. You have? What about Maria? Is she there? Osala exclaimed. We still haven't been able to ascertain whether your daughter is safe. Well then, were these important matters you need? Wait. Well then, what were these important matters you need to discuss? So I felt a wave of anxiety rush through him. So how many people are you guys playing with? The hideout in question is the condominium. Condominium. Bro, I'm gonna Google this fucking word. What is that goddamn word? Condominium. Meaning. A building.
Condominium.
Why was... That's not TTS. That's not the TTS voice I knew. Condominium. Okay. We still haven't been able to ascertain whether your daughter's safe. Well, what? Well, then what were the important matters? Swap out anxiety which room. The hideout in question is a condominium in Hiru. And it's owned by whom? Mr. Osawa? Please calm down. Tell me. Go on out with it. Kajiwara took a deep breath. The residence is owned by Mamoru Tanaka, your assistant. Bro, this guy looked kind of fucking freaky. Osawa was speechless. He couldn't process what he was hearing. Tanaka? Lies, I shrieked. Just what are you implying? Mr. Tanaka is the kidnapper? Where's your proof? With all due respect, ma'am. Weren't you suspicious of Mr. Tanaka yourself? I suppose, but... Yeah, wait, what the fuck? This bitch was suspicious the whole time. Why is she surprised? You did go so far as to stick a listening device on him. Flustered, I withdrew into a vacant silence. Oh! The sudden ring on the phone startled everyone in the room. Was that Tanaka? No, it couldn't be. There was no way. Oh! Why is the ringing so loud? The phone was wiretapped. The detective wearing the headset nodded to Kajiwara, who in motion for Osawa to pick up. Moshi. Speaking of servers, I think one fun thing I want to do someday is start up a Terraria server. Because Terraria is fun. But you guys can only go in there with like that specific character. No going in there with your OP ass character. No. Everybody starts fresh. I play with you. Yeah, it sounds pretty fun. I love Terraria. I like Terraria a lot more than Minecraft, I'll be honest. Cause it's a lot more like RPG focused, you know? Their bosses, their weapon, like cooler weapons, cooler shit. You know what I mean? Even if it's like 2D, man, I fuck with 2D. The honeys are 2D and horizontal. Yeah. Hello, he said cautiously. Hello. Feels cozy. Are you a Terraria man, Koi? Or are you a fucking... Which would you rather play? Minecraft or Terraria? Like, if you were to choose one game to play, Minecraft or Terraria? Oh, is this the home of Maria Osawa? Both? Man, I'm done asking your ass. Never give me a fucking answer. All you say is both. You're done, kid. You're done. The voice was not Tanaka's. Wait, hold on. Hello? He said cautiously. Hello. Is this the home of Maria Osawa? Osawa didn't recognize it, but the veil of despair that hung before him thinned slightly. Is this the home of Hitomi Osawa? I want it all. This time the man on the phone used Hitomi's name instead. Yes, that's right. The caller immediately hung up. Spooky, creepy. As Osawa sits there dumbstruck, Hajiwara gently took the receiver and hung up the phone. One of the detectives addressed Kajiwara. We traced the source of the call to his cell phone. And we pinpointed the base station used. I never played Terraria, so I'm down, Coggers. You never played it? It's fun. I think the first time I played it was a lot of fun. Have a long day with classes. I'll see you around. Good night, everyone. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for hanging out. Have a good night. Good luck with class. School. Good luck. You have a good night. You have a very merry night. Okay. Also, we pinpointed the base station used. Informed Director Kuze so I could prepare a team just in case. Just in case, Osawa asked. What do you mean by that? Why do you want to frown slightly? Because of kidnapping cases. Wait, just because it's a kidnapping case doesn't mean that every phone call comes from the kidnapper. We'll look into it, of course. Yeah. I see. Besides, right now, confirming Mr. Tanaka's whereabouts takes priority. Would you agree? Also, I think it's easier to set up a fucking Terraria server than Minecraft. Minecraft, you have to do like a couple things. Terraria, your friend literally makes a server or a world. You invite them. Bing, bada boom. Is it free? Yeah. The thing is for I think I have to be online though. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how it works. I forgot. Because I know in Minecraft, there's two types of servers. So a server that's like online all the time. I know the progress. It's a pain in the ass, right? Like, why is it such a pain in the ass? What's up, Mo? Hey, Squirrel, what's up? And not free. Well, the one that you have to pay for. Yeah, $5. The one you have to pay for, it's up all the time. But the free one is the one where you have to be online. I don't know if Terraria is like that. How you doing, Squirrel? How's your weekend? How's the weekend? The weekend. Fun fact. The Weeknd's music, a little mid. He only got some good songs. Just not my type of music. He's a good lyricist though. I'm good. A little bored, just chilling, smoke. A little bored. No more. You're not feeling Ace Attorney? Not feeling that Ace Attorney? Besides, right now, confirming Mr. Tanaka's whereabouts take priority. Don't you agree? Oh, nodded. Someone should call him Detective Edit. I'll do it. What can you do, Squirrel? I got out her cell phone and dialed up Tanaka. A bit. Only can handle so much reading. That's what I'm saying. Where was Mr. Tanaka headed? Kajiwara asked. Now imagine reading out loud. God damn. You know that Shiba Doge store clerk video in Japan? I feel like I know what you're talking about, but at the same time I don't. But what about it? He idol saw. Wait, where was Tanaka headed? Cut aroused. He idol saw keenly. I don't actually know. Even leaving out the part about Hitomi, that was still the truth. The Doge died? Sad. Really? Sad. That's how it goes with animals, bro. They live and they die, just like us. Except faster. Sad. If I ever have a dog, I kind of want a Shiba. Shibas are cute. They're expensive though. If Tanaka was behind the kidnapping, Osawa knew he ought to tell the police about the blue minivan and the emails from his daughter. It'd be worth it. Yeah, my friend has a Shiba. And every time I come over, damn, she's cute as fuck. Yeah, she like me. Shibas are expensive AF. I feel like it'd be weird getting a dog from a breeder. I mean, yeah, right? I don't know. They are expensive AF, but they're cool dogs. I like one of the smaller dogs. You know what? I get a Rottweiler. I'm kidding. Fuck. My ass with a Rottweiler? I'm fucking dead, bro. I am dead. That thing will annihilate me. Part of him still trusted Tanaka deep down and he couldn't bring himself to reveal it all. We have investigators en route to Tanaka's condominium. Let's wait for them to report in. We have investigators en route to Tanaka's... Did I just read this? Wait, what the fuck? This is the previous message and then it's saying it again. On the far side of the room, I was squawking in frustration. By several attempts, she hadn't been able to get through Tanaka. You know what's crazy though? I feel like even though I am pretty... I mean... I don't want to say I'm pretty old. I feel like I feel like I'm not responsible enough for a dog yet. Even at the age I am now. At the age of 17. Kajiwata's phone rang and he pulled it from his pocket. Kano? What's going on? He headed over to one corner as he spoke to the receiver. I suppose that'd be alright. What for though? Yeah, same. I feel the same way. I don't want that responsibility. Cats are a little different though. Cats are a little different. Dogs definitely... So, I feel like for a cat, I mean, I'm not saying the payout's more worth it, but they're easier to maintain, but at the same time, I feel like there's a different type of, like, interactions you get with cats, right? Meanwhile, dogs, a lot more to maintain, but a bigger payout. You know? If that makes sense. In interaction. For shit like that. Because sometimes your cats could just, like, feel emotionless. But dogs wear their emotions on their sleeve. Get a Shiba, make a Shiba cam, and watch a stream grow. I could see that. Low-key, like, I feel like that's probably the thing. My dog don't have sleeves. No, bitch. Ooh. No, 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 no. The Wongshlong, as a new dog owner, or relatively, what are your thoughts on the responsibilities of taking care of a dog? Woof woof. Damn, you barking? What are you, my Discord kitten? Discord doggy? Okay, Cutter was wondering and pulled from his pocket. Kano, what's going on? He headed over to one corner and spoke in the receiver. I suppose that'd be alright. For what though? A few more quiet words, Kajiwata held his phone to Osawa. Huh? If you can handle responsibilities and you want a homie, then go for it. Is it tough though? I feel like it's tough. One of the investigators on the scene would like to speak with you. What kind of dog do you have? He has, you know that, have you watched episode like 4 or 5 of Full Metal Alchemist? I'm kidding. Husky Poodle Maltese mix. Yeah. That one was playing with fire. I'm sorry. Nice. I'm sorry, Schlonger. One of the investigators on the scene would like to speak to you. Frowning confusion, Osawa took the hold of the phone. Osawa speaking, can I help you? Detective Connor from Shabubu Precinct. I think the hard part is matching my dog's energy level. Yeah, I don't want a dog that's like too energetic, you know? I know like some like huskies, I think golden retrievers. But that dog wants to play all the time, right? Some dogs just want to play all the time. Party all the time, right? I don't want an energetic dog. I feel bad. For real. For real, for real. Because we're kind of like, I don't know. We're not those people. I know us. We don't have time for all that. We need our time. I need me time. Not me and my dog time. Time is critical, so I just need to cut the chase here. Yeah, but I have seen dogs where they are not energetic at all. I feel like we need a good mix. Right. Right. And that's like, yeah, I feel you. Doo. So what do you want then, bitch? Huh? What do you want? Detective Connor from Shabubu Precinct. Time is critical here, I just need to cut the chase. There was a pause at the speaker as the speaker took a deep breath before continuing. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter? He told me. I want you, baby girl. Man. Get your ass up, bro. Maybe if you stop saying this shit to me and said it to some girls, you get some bitches on your dick. I'm kidding. What? Osawa was so startled that his voice was caught in the throat. What are you talking about? The antiviral research was top secret. So how did some detective from Shabubu Precinct know about it? We're gonna switch over to Osawa. Discord kidding. I'm just kidding. Did you get the antiviral drug? The viral? Gurren Lagann? To your daughter, Hitami? I fell out of gas. What are you talking about? I'm the one asking the questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you or did you not give the antiviral drug to your daughter? I'm not sure I understand the question. Osawa's voice trembled as he spoke. Kano was sure he hit the nail right on the head. I know what the syndicate is really after, Osawa. It's the virus. Osawa remained silent. Gonna go backs. We're gonna go backsies. We're gonna go backsies. I don't know why. I read this part. What are you talking about? We're gonna be playing after this. We're gonna retry the Pokemon Nuzlocke. And then we're gonna play Digimon, either Digimon Survive or JRPG. Cause I've been feeling like a good RPG game. Might play Atelier Ryza if anyone knows what it's about. Or if anyone has heard of it before. The antiviral research was a top secret. So how did some detective from Shibuya know about it? He's bewildered. I'm the one asking the questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you or did you not give the antiviral drug to your daughter? I'm not sure I understand the question. Hell yeah. I know what the syndicate is really after. Mr. Osawa. Osawa's mind went blank when he heard what Kono said next. He could give no reply. Mr. Osawa? Detective continued after a moment. Hells yeah. Hells yeah. Is everything alright? Without really thinking, Osawa hung out. Fuck. They were after the virus? You mean the UA virus kept at the lab? Wait, hold on. The detective had to be wrong about that. The kidnappers must have the UA virus already. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had to do with what I did to Hitomi. Do not look away, these are your crimes. At last, Osawa understood what those emails from A were all about. I don't know why, but this like game kind of makes me want to watch like a thriller movie or TV show. Thriller night. Does anyone know of the show Summertime Rendering? I want to watch that so bad, but it's not done. They were a preview of the tragedy that was yet to unfold. The kidnappers probably meant to start the main event soon. It might be already too late to stop them. Mr. Osawa, Kardiwata asked, "Are you okay?" Detective gazed with concern into Osawa's ashen face. Bracing himself, Osawa spoke up, his voice hoarse and dry. The killer virus is about to be unleashed in Tokyo. And I know who's responsible. This has become more than a fucking robbery and a kidnapping case. This is what we call genocide. It's me! The sudden confession caused the detectives on the site to stir like a hornet's net. Or a hornet nest. Random question, has anyone ever seen that fucking video of this random dude eating a hornet nest? Like he finds hornets on this fucking porch and he squeezes it and eats it. I swear, dude. Nope. I swear, dude. Some of y'all be acting up, bruh. Please arrest me. Feeling the weight of his crimes crushing down him, Osawa dropped his gaze to the floor. He held out both his wrists. I'll tell you everything down at the station. Anything you need to know. Wait, what the fuck? Osawa imagined bodies dropping left and right. There were limits to what might be cured by the small stockpile of the antiviral his lab currently contained. If they were unable to quarantine infected in time, then Shibuya, no, all of it, Japan might be engulfed in a pandemic? He created COVID? Wait, foreshadowing? He could only hope that his complying with the authorities might help stop the spread of infection before it was too late. Wait, did I hit the bad end? What the fuck is going on? Is this I Am Legend? Oh, I hit the battle endo. Guilty conscious. How do you vibes devastating Japan filled with sorrow with despair? Dongan vibes. Yeah. Whoopsies. Battle endo. Here's the right ending. The right ending where I get it, you know, I find my girl. The girl of my dreams. And the kids' goals. I know what the syndicate is really after, Mr. Osawa. It's Hitomi. Osawa remains silent. Alright, we're gonna go back to him. Guys, I know this game is $50, but it's totally worth the $50. I highly recommend buying this game for $50 right now. This is probably the best book I've ever read. What? Osawa was so startled that his voice caught in his throat. Oh, what are you talking about? The entire research was top secret, so how did some detective from Shibuya know about it? I was bewildered. Wait. Oh. I'm the one asking questions here, Mr. Osawa. Did you give the antiviral drug to your daughter Hitomi? Not sure I understand the question. I know what the syndicate is really after, Mr. Osawa. Osawa's mind went blank after what has been said afterwards. Mr. Osawa, detective continued in a moment. Is everything okay? Not really thinking. Osawa hung up. Monkeys. Doinks. Osawa staggered out the living room. He needed to be alone. To his surprise, Goji wanted and tried to stop him. Not his meds. Shutting his study door behind him, he dropped onto his sofa, then grabbed 3 times his normal dosage of stomach pills. There was no water in the room, so he had to swallow them dry. Detective Kano's words echoed in his mind. I know what they're really after. It's Hitomi. Am I gonna fucking overdose? There's only one reason they could be after Hitomi. He broke out in a cold sweat as he began to understand what this kidnapping was really about. It had all started 6 days earlier. Japanese keyboard. It was April 22nd. Soa had just returned from the United States. He was in the midst of some routine at work, General Research Lab, when the cell phone rang. The LCD display showed an unlisted caller. With some hesitation, Osawa picked up. Moshi Moshi? Is this Kenji Osawa? This caller was using a voice modulator. Voice changer. Osawa raised an eyebrow. Hi. Go and analyze Hitomi's blood. Her blood? If you don't, she's gonna die. With that, the caller hung up. There was an intensity behind this that made Osawa sure it wasn't some prank call. He had Hitomi come into the lab ASAP. He told Hitomi he wanted a sample for blood as an experiment. He agreed, suspecting nothing. He placed some of the blood he'd drawn onto a glass slide, then added some fluorescent, a type of fluorescent dye. Placing the slide under a fluorescent microscope, he took a look. It can't be. Osawa could hardly believe his eyes. What? Wriggling under the microscope was the Grim Reaper sickle itself. There was no mistaking it. Hitomi was infected with the UA virus. How can you tell? Trembling, Osawa hurried to his computer. He opened the UA virus on his monitor. Within were images showing the stages of the virus's propagation. He double-clicked to magnify the first image. The Reaper sickles were interlocked with one another. He clicked on the next image. After further propagation, the virus looked like less of a sickle and more of an insectoid larva. Next was the final stage. Interlocked with a single mass, the virus vaguely resembled the sinister and many petals sunflower. Guys, this is COVID. This is real. I'm scared. Give me 1 second. I need to see if this is true, because if so, guys, we gotta go. We're in danger. We gotta go. We gotta go. Production Sigmaster Ua virus regularly resembled a sensor, many petals of sunflower. It took a mere 12 hours for the pathogen to develop to this point and begin its hideous destruction of the human body. Itomi for infection. COVID. Man, look at your COVID looking ass. Goofy looking Look at the dude. Itomi's infection sample was still in the state shown in the first image. There was still a chance to save her. Osawa slumped back to the chair, huddling on himself. He had no choice. There was only one way to save Hitomi. He would have to administer the nearly completed antiviral. Don't goofy me, boy. Got your goofy up. Still, Osawa didn't have time to get the higher ups to approve a clinical trait. He might be punished severely for it, but this is the only option. His daughter's life was at stake. Not my daughter. Guys, if my daughter was infected with a malignant, is it malignant disease? I'm becoming a doctor, I don't give a fuck. But there was also another, even bigger hurdle in his way. The antiviral drug was stored in the deepest recesses of the biochemical research building. I probably quit like 1% through because I don't like biology. But fuck it. A high-intensity X-ray scanner was set up at the entrance to the storage area. It made it impossible for him to take research materials out. Well, if you get the antiviral out of there, you just have to bring Hitomi in. Of course. No way. Wait. Oh my god. So, the kidnapper doesn't want the money. They want the antiviral. And the antiviral is in the girl. But they want the girl. Oh my god, that's crazy. But she still has that fucking thing in her. The icky A course of action quickly took shape in the mind. First, he needs to slip out of the general research building. He would then head to... That is 5 head. 6 head. The biochemical research facility and show his ID card to the guard at the front gate. The antiviral is in the girl. The medicine is in her blood. After passing through a lobby under the watchful gaze of several security cameras, he'd reach an elevator at the end of the hall that went directly into the storage room. The elevator required an ID card to scan to operate. Boy. It would take about 20 seconds to get down to the first basement level and arrive at the entrance to the storage area. Finding an excuse to get Hitomi that far ought to be doable. If the security guard got suspicious, Osawa could say it was just for a top secret hematology experiment and the guard would probably believe him. The problem was what came after. Okay. Oh. Ding dong, ding ding ding. Getting to the storage area itself required a fingerprint authentication from both Osawa and Tanaka. This meant that he couldn't possibly get the antiviral without Tanaka's cooperation. Desperate with uncertainty, Osawa called Tanaka. He frantically explained the situation. Understood, Tanaka replied. We need to get her this drug as soon as possible. If the company finds out about this, you'll be held accountable for violation of corporate policy along with me. Are you sure you're okay with that? What are you talking about? He told me his life is more important than a company policy. Tanaka spoke without hesitation. Osawa felt an immense surge of gratitude for his assistance. And I have to say, I'm deeply moved by your determination, Tanaka added. Moved? Whatever for. You really are worried about Hitomi. Osawa's gratitude faded. What are you talking about? Of course I am. My apologies. It's just that putting your career on the line is something... For something so personal is... It's what? Not like me? No. Well, yeah. Sorry. Now Tanaka's voice was colored with embarrassment. What sort of person do you think I am? Sorry, resist the urge to ask the question out loud. I know what kind of person you are. You one goofy motherfucker. A short time later, Osawa and Tanaka stood before the door of the secured storage area. The security guard had let them in without the slightest suspicion. Osawa pressed his index finger to the fingerprint scanner first. Message accepted. He realized he'd been holding his breath as his authorization finally went through. A happy moment later, Tanaka touched his own finger to scanner plate. Accepted. The lock released an audible clang and a heavy door opened. Osawa hurried to retrieve an antiviral as he picked up a small vial. He had a sudden realization. They were finally going to use the drug in a human test. His fatherly wish to cure Hitomi was overlaid by an intense rush of curiosity. The researchers tried to discover his results. Hurry. I need to hurry. I need to administer the antiviral as soon as possible. Osawa could hardly fend off his excitement. Over the course of the next few hours, all an injection of the UA virus would be eradicated from Hitomi's body. This is giving me FMA vibes. This is why I ain't being a scientist, guys. Do not be a scientist. There had been some kind of fever and cramping as temporary side effects, but the DDS, drug delivery system, had done a spectacular job of stomping out the virus. In saving his daughter's life, Osawa had proven the value of his research. If he had been asked which made him happier, he would have given, or he had been hard-pressed to give an answer. Afterwards, he asked Hitomi where she could have become infected, but she had no idea. He explained the need for secrecy and strictly forbade. 127 left, people box. Good luck, Cold. Okay. He explained the need for secrecy and strictly forbade her telling anyone else what had happened. Now a week has passed since Osawa gave the drug to Hitomi. He'd been conducting checks and had discovered that the DDS had not broken down, but remained in Hitomi's bloodstream. Extracting the DDS was a simple matter, requiring a small blood sample from around the nape of the neck. The DDS itself was simply the delivery system for the antiviral drug. Residual amounts of antiviral itself stayed behind within cells. With the DDS, it was possible to extract those minuscule amounts of cells from a blood sample. It might take considerable time, but sufficiently detailed analysis could allow for the antiviral drug itself to be reconstructed. Osawa felt chills. Chills! As he contemplated the situation. The kidnappers had known how tough the security were at the lab. So they come up with the idea of using human vessels to get what they need from within. By infecting Hitomi with the UA virus, they ensured that she received the antiviral, that she still have it in her blood. Shinako was working with the kidnappers. That explained why he'd been so cooperative. Damn it, Osawa shouted. He clutched his head in his hands. Naka has been his partner and trusted confidant for years. Osawa refused to believe that he'd been betrayed like this. Dude, reading is hard. Front door chime sounded. Mr. Osawa Kajiwara called out. Where did you have a visitor? Fuck. Could you handle that? Who could it possibly be out of all times? Okay, alright. With a sigh, Osawa dragged himself to his feet. He stumbled early back to the living room where the investigators were staring at the intercom monitor with concern. 1 second, as I do my... Oh shit. Do my gotcha dailies. Keck W. What does anyone omega or lol W? Always Keck. I hate Keck. Top Keck. Stumbled upon early... Okay. The intercom's hidden camera showed a man with an unsettling grin posed intimidatingly outside the front gate. Minoru Kao. Osawa didn't recognize him. Yeah, who is it? Lol W. Thank you, Swirl. Thank you. You still like... Are you up to anything right now? Getting late, damn. We have the full length, huh? Ooh. I didn't know it existed. Yeah. Because everybody lol W or Keck W's. Sag. I like lol W better, but it's okay. It's because it's original. It's original! Yes, who is it? He asked guardedly through the intercom. Norcal. Hang on my cats. Do you have any more of those squishmallows? Or is everything like sold out? Are we added a squishmallow phrase? Where am I know you from, Mr. Minoru? Oh, you know. Here and there. I mean, there's only one Minoru, really. You playing games with me, boy? I don't have time for that. Please, just open up. There's no way I'm letting you in, Osawa said. But the nonsensical badgering continued. Look, just hold your horses. Here for an interview. Not any new ones I want. However, are you into something else now? Can we bring the Bionicle phase back? Are we all like Bionicles? Even though they were a fucking pain in the ass to put together. They're coming out with Pokemon Switch models in the fall and I will 100% be buying them. What Pokemon? I don't know why I thought of that. Oh, Troy. Troy did Molette Punch. Maybe I'll add it to BTTV. Thank you, Troy. Only Pikachu and Gengar have been officially announced, but there are rumors of Snorlax and Togepi. That makes sense. I feel like those are really common, so... That makes a lot of sense. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So the thing is, I'm really like picky with my Pokemon. If I were to get plushies. Look, just how... Or, there's no way I'm letting you in, so I said, but the nonsensical veteran continued. Look, just hold your horses. I'm here for an interview. You got that? An interview. Right. It's a piece for 4-star general gossip. The name of the magazine brought up an unpleasant memory. That was a gossip rag that had run the article about his political marriage. Wait. This is for one of those kind of articles? What do you mean? Those kind of articles. I'm just looking for an interview. The man's tone was both high-handed and belligerent. Like hell you are. I'm not going to talk to anyone from the gossip. You're not the one I'm here to talk to. I want to interview your twin daughters. My daughters. I understand they want a shared prize for our beauty contest at Midoriyama Academy. If you wouldn't mind my interviewing them, Furious, Osawa cut off the intercom. This is no time to be indulging someone else's nonsense. Hey, what gives? The man shouting was so loud his voice carried past the gate and through the front door. I'm begging you, help me out here. He wasn't actually on his hands and knees, so I could see clearly through the intercom monitor. If your daughters aren't home, can you at least tell me? Or at least tell them I want to get in touch with them? Mr. Osawa Kajiwara said, frowning. This isn't a good time to have someone drawing attention to your home. Right, I'll get rid of him. The Aki way. What the fuck is he looking at me like that for? God damn it. Saul hurried out of the house, confronting Murakawa through the front gate. The journalist had a tenacious look that immediately marked him as a member of the media. Give me your business card, Osawa said. I'll have them get in touch with you later. He took Minorikawa's card, then went right back inside. Back in the study, Osawa tossed Minorikawa's business card in the trash. Unable to think of what else to do, he tried the internet fortune teller again. He got the same, you're a very work-minded person result a second time. I want to take one of those quizzes. What kind of pizza am I? Huh. What kind of pizza am I, guys? I wonder. Woo! If you don't get over your indifference to the world might start to harbor quite a grudge. My indifference to the world around me, huh? The truth is that with his closest companions, even with Tanaka for instance, his relationship had always been a strict matter of business. He'd never really taken it upon himself to get to know Tanaka as a person. It's pretty much the case for everyone he knew. He harbored no interest in other people. He had no concern for his fellow man. That had made itself abundantly clear when he received a microscope as a birthday present way back in the first grade. Even now, he still remembered the shock he'd felt when he looked through the lens for the first time. Discover almost a new infinite world, hidden in the midst of one he'd always thought was too small. By comparison, the real world seemed bland and ugly. You are so ugly. Wherever he looked, wherever he went, he had to contend with the tedium. It hadn't taken long for him to become more charmed by the world under his microscope than the one around him. Osawa's story is like both good and like iffy, or like, I don't want to say boring, but so slow. Just him monologuing to himself half the time. It was like a calm, quiet little seaside. A beach where he could just sit and stare out the waves. He wanted to stay immersed in that world forever and ever. Forever and ever. Let's make this night last. Let's make this night last forever. However the fucking song went. Anyone know what song that was? Before he knew it, he was an adult and then a husband. And then a father. The people around him thought an odd fellow. He hadn't let that change the way he lived his life. This now was a result. He hadn't been betrayed by Tanaka. He didn't know, Tanaka well enough for that. Find a way to connect more deeply with the people around you and start living a better life before it's too late. Just do that and you're sure to have a wonderful future ahead. Osawa picked up his cell phone and dialed Tanaka's number. Guys, I have a question. Does anyone know who Andrew Tate is? I had tried calling him repeatedly and hadn't gone through. It was doubtful he'd pick up. So I had to try it. The phone rang several times. The name sounds familiar. He's kind of blown up recently, but I think he's like, he used to be a boxer, but now he just like does podcasts and talks about how the patriarchy should survive and that women are still like objects and shit like that. Basically shit like that, right? Just like anti-feminism shit. Yep, I know who he is now. So let's say you had a friend, right? A good friend, you've been hanging out for a while, a year or so. But then you just frequently find out that they're a follower of the Tate gang, you know? Where feminism does not exist and that women are still objects. The Tate gang, what would you do? He listened grimly to the empty mechanical sound, preparing himself for disappointment. Oh, sorry, yeah. Dude, you know, I was so in the middle of thought, I forgot about the ringing. What is it? Okay, anyways, so what would you do? Naka's voice sounded coldly in Osawa's ear. The tension was electric. I'm sorry, squirrel. Keep out. Gosh darn it. Repeat the question, please. I was gonna say, or I asked, like, so you know who he is, right? You know, like, that type of person he is. I was saying, what if you had a friend that you've known for quite some time, but that kind of followed his beliefs? What would you do? What would you do? I'm pretty outspoken, so it probably wouldn't be my friend anymore. Not be friends with them, right? I guess it really goes like... That's what I was thinking too. Well, yeah, cause like, man, how do you go like that backwards? That's literally like fucking 50s type of thinking, man. To believe in shit like that. I don't fucking know. Cause there's like things, you know, like how an example is like there are things where you could like slide, right? Like how sometimes the only person I could think of is Archon. Archon will have different values from me, right? But I respect whatever his opinion, right, is, you know what I mean? But there are some things that just kind of go over the line. And if you follow Andrew Tate, I'm not gonna lie, that's an extreme. I feel like that's an extreme. You know, surprisingly. That is an extreme. Like, you could vote for Trump and all that, and I won't bat an eye. You know what I mean? Whatever you believe in, politics is politics. But that shit is a different world of, like, what is it called? Ignorance. I feel like. Doop, doop. Where do I jump to now? Not be friends with them. Alright, Wong Song. What if that friend... What if that friend was Wallach Boy, though? I'm not saying it's him, but let's say it goes... Let's say the friendship goes down deeper. 18 and 19-year-olds are only attracted because they get less dick in them. Yeah, that's so fucking... That's... Hearing that is so cringe. Like, let's say the status is like... Wallach Boy, you know what I mean? Ziggy. Damn, I would be depressed. No, that's... I'm not... I feel you, dude. I'd be like fucking shocked. Like, I thought about it, it's like, huh. I'd be just fucking sad. Literally 180 of a character. I mean, but it's not like the fact that it's... I'm not saying like the fact of Wallach Boy's personality changing. I'm just saying the longevity of that friendship, you know? More so. Let's say it wasn't Wallach Boy, but it was me or Ziggy. I'm just saying that like longevity thing. Not really of like character. Obviously like character would be sad too, but... You know? Because in my first example, I take a loss, say sayonara. Mr. Miyagi. Damn. The Miyagi method. Because in the beginning, I gave an example of like 1 to 2 years, right? 1 to 2 year friendship. You know, if they're that far gone, it is time to say goodbye. But it is tricky when it's like 5+ or some shit. I don't know. It's just food for thought. It's just some food for thought. Okay. Who? It's just crazy to me how people actually eat that up though. Well, like children, right? Or teenagers, impressionable teenagers. I don't know. It's kind of sad if you think about it. But that's how the world turns. It's he to me, Hosawa remains silent. Mr. Hosawa? Is everything alright? He hung up. The line went dead. Guess that answers well enough, Kano said as he put away his phone. I used to watch idols and shit when I was teachers. Thank God I didn't go further than that. Honestly, iDubbbz is like... So, I felt like there was like a line, and iDubbbz didn't really cross that line. There's like some things that were a little sketch, like, especially nowadays, but like back then, whatever. And is he like that now? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Alright, because the thing is like, this is Andrew Tate we're seeing now. This is like what he's like now. I'm pretty sure iDubbbz is like chilled out. He's probably, you know, true. I think he's different now. He's different, and even back then, I think his stuff was actually rather tame. Culture and humor was different. Yeah, this isn't even the thing. Is also his was like a little bit of satire. This Andrew Tate is. This is like he's like giving off his values. You know, like what iDubbbz did wasn't really like what he believed in. It was more, I think, satire. I mean, satire for hopefully the aware. You know what I mean? I don't think you should feel bad for watching people like iDubbbz or fucking Filthy Frank or whatever. Frankie. Or her back then. Except if you watch Leafy, nah, that guy was just toxic. That guy was basically like teenager Keemstar. Just an annoying little brat trying to like create drama for views. Now it's very clear why the criminals were after Hitami. And then he'd use, the dumbest part is that he'd use his fan base to attack said people that didn't deserve to be attacked. That's so cringe. Now it was clear why criminals were after Hitami. He saw an uneasy look on Stanley's face. We changed for the better. Yep. Whatever we done back then is not indicative of what we do now. So don't ever feel bad at what we watched or how we acted back then. As fucking, you know, children, right? Even now, we're kind of changing. Stanley responded with a question of his own good. Or with of his own. If Hitumi was carrying the antiviral, how were the criminals planning on getting it from her? I don't thought for a moment. I wonder what iDubbbz is doing now. Does he still make videos? Well, taking her by... Does Max Mofo still make Pokemon videos? I only mentioned him because I feel like those people were close to each other, so... Let's stop for a moment. Well, taking her by force at the Scramble posed too high a risk, he said. There were nearly 100 detectives there, and they must have guessed there would be. That's why they devised the attache case relay. They wanted to abduct Hitami somewhere away from the Dragnet's notice. This was a plan that all the signs seemed to be suggesting. Still, he added, I wonder how they managed to lead her away from the police protection. A look of revelation crossed Stanley's face. All they needed to do was convince her to go of her own accord. But how? And then it came to him. Got back to Hitomi's initial contact with Tarek. Bro, this guy is creepy as hell. If I saw this guy on the streets, I'm not gonna lie, I'm running. Imagine this is like some just nice dude. Just before he taking the attaché case from her, the two had a brief conversation. It was possible Tarek had given Hitami some form of instructions then. You know, I hope we could all change for the better. You know what? I'm done being good. This is my villain arc. My villain arc. Cause that's what gets the views. Guess we're back to tracking down Tarek again, huh? Kano could tell us. Wait. Kano could tell from the look of Stanley's eyes that he was on the verge of saying something. Probably some remark about how Tateno had allowed Tarek to run free. Right now, Kano wasn't gonna argue the point. To resolve, he discovered what Tateno's real motives were. And once he did, Stanley would eat his words. In the meantime, we can't just wander around looking without any leads, he said. So we get more intel. Let's see what we could do with the security cameras back at the precinct. Numerous monitors shown, that's not how you spell shown, is it? Is that a fucking typo? Isn't it with a W? Numerous monitors shown down on the pair as they... Unless that's a real word. As they entered the Shabubu precinct surveillance room. Each showed an array of faces as individuals somewhere in Shabubu. Anna asked one of the operators to pull Tarek's data on screen. Dude, look at this dude! How you not look at him and not see like a fucking serial killer? Why is he looking like that? Who took this mugshot? By selecting each of the faces on the monitors in turn, they could run comparisons to determine if anyone among them was Tarek. When the operator made his way through the faces. Assuming their target was still in Shibuya, there was a high likelihood they'd find them. But the minutes ticked past, and there were still no signs of him. Kano's tone grew more and more impatient as the director... The operator searched. Calm down, Stanley said. He set a hand in Kano's shoulder. You keep wasting your energy when you don't need to. That's just how I do things, Kano replied. I'm energetic because I care. He pointed out another face to the operator. You're setting yourself up for a short life. Oh, fuck. With a sigh, Stanley sank in a nearby chair. My brother was like you. The American spoke so quietly that his words were barely audible. 10 minutes later. A man in clad black appeared in one of the monitors. The operator lined up his cursor. The comparison check confirmed that it was Eric. Yes, Kano hissed, pumping his fist. That's him! It appeared that the quarry was simply walking around town, calm and composed. Kano radioed in Tarek's location to Kuze. All units intercept the suspect on the double, Kuze ordered. Kano replied to guidance using the surveillance monitors. So Tarek stopped in front of a cigarette vending machine. Was he waiting for someone? Sasayama reporting in. I've got eyes on the mutt. The perp. Kano's partner had evidently been nearby. I'm making an arrest, he said. There's a note of courage in Sasayama's voice. He came into view on the monitor, walking casually. Man, that's what he looks like now? At some point, he ditched the anime nerd costume for a street dancer's getup. It appeared that Tarek had noticed him yet. Bit by bit, Sasayama closed the distance. Not much further now. Kano's hand balled into a fist as he watched. Then something unexpected happened. Haru Toyama? Not fucking Toyama. The man came running into view right in the middle of the monitor. You know, it would have been a lot funnier if I didn't read who the man was and I just saw it. That would have been funny as fuck. There's no sound, but they could see that the newcomer was shouting something. As Tarek turned to the man, Sasayama launched himself into a bullet-like gun. Or himself like a bullet from a gun. In an instant, Detective and Perp were locked into a violent scuffle right there on the street. Kano swallowed a lump in his throat as he watched the struggle unfold. Earlier in the day, Tarek had done a number of Sasayama, but this time the detective had the upper hand. He got a grip on Tarek's neck and kneed him repeatedly. Tarek... I only say Tarek because that's his first name and I don't know how to say that. All-Kadawan... I don't fucking know. Tried desperately to bring Sasayama around. You know, recently I've been seeing a lot of fucking regular show clips, and it's kind of making me want to watch regular show. But where did they stream that? Any streamers? But Sasayama embraced himself and avoided a takedown. He shifted his stance and took Tarek to the pavement with a spectacular hip throw. Yes! Kano clapped his hands. Well, clapped his hands together in excitement. Catching a perp in his scarf hold, the Sasayama got out his handcuff. Stanley, we should head to the scene, Kano said. He looked away from the monitor for a mere moment, and when he looked back, Sasayama had released his hold and crumbled to the ground. What? Panic? Kano stared at the image of his friend. There was something jutting from Sasayama's abdomen. Zoom in, Kano cried frantically. Camera closed in on Sasayama. Now Kano could see exactly what he feared. Sasayama had been stabbed in the gut. Blood pooled on the pavement around him. Kano screamed, Sasayama! The camera showed several other detectives arriving on the scene, capturing Tarek before he could escape. Sasayama lay motionless, the pool of blood around him spread further and further across the pavement. Unable to look any longer, Kano rushed from the surveillance room. What? That's not even the bad end, that's the fucking canon ending. Alright, we're gonna stop it here. 70 left, almost there, Cold. Are you doing like the easiest difficulty? I'm assuming. So we have 3 to be continued. We still haven't done Minorikawa, and Osawa's almost done. So tomorrow we will finish this chapter up. And then it'll be 3 o'clock. 15. Yep. Story's getting really good. Interim on 2x speed. Oh. Gonna quit here. It was a fun session. Also a fun chat. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We'll chill for a little bit before I end it. But we'll be continuing this. I think Friday we'll do something different. Friday we'll do something different. Good luck Friday. Thanks for streaming. No problemo, Squirrel. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a good night. Tomorrow, continuing this. I have no clue how long this goes for, I'll be fucking honest, but it is what it is. I mean, to be fair, visual novels are just always kind of long anyways. It's kind of expected. Especially at the rate I read. Ooh, you know what I mean? Ooh. It is what it is. You get a little out of breath. It's crazy how I'm keeping up with all this, but I think the excitement of the story is helping, you know. The excitement of the story is definitely helping. What else? Appreciate Poppy for the raid and anyone that stuck through. Anyone that chilled. Bing chilled. But yep, that's gonna be it. Let me see. Sorry, I'm checking something. Whew. Never mind. I don't know. After this is Pokemon, and then after this, I want to play Digimon Survive. I heard it was good. I heard it was like a little bit like on the darker side, like how Mori was maybe. I only compare it to that because I guess I could compare it to Dongan, but the problem is like fuck. I want like a little breather from reading, so I don't know. I don't know. I'll see. Cause I said I also want to play a JRPG, but pretty sure that includes a lot of reading too, but maybe not. Anyways, later fellas, ladies, gentlemen, we outie. Night Squirrel, Cold, Longsong, Troy, if you're still here. Everyone else that's stuck for the raid, that's lurking or AFK, appreciate it. Have a good night. Night. Ghost Ray, I see you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good stream, good stream. Right, night night.